Hi, everybody. It's Craig from Doc Sports back with your NBA rundown for Sunday. We've got a big card today, Sunday, November 16th. Hope everybody has had a good weekend. I've had a great weekend. We had a good Saturday with my premium plays. Went 3-1, nailed all three top plays, a 6-unit in the college football, 4-unit and 3-unit. Did lose a small play, 2-unit. Very big day. We keep it going with 3 more plays on Sunday and 1 on Monday in the NFL. And you can get in on them 15% off. Use this 50% off Big Win 15. The little glitch in the system is if you buy an NFL or you buy a football pass for the week on Sunday or Monday, you get not only this week, but you get all of next week, and that's all football. So use that. It's $99, just becomes $85 if you use the Big Win, and you get that 7-unit play plus the 2 other NFL plays plus the Monday Night Football 5-unit winner. So make sure you get in on that. If you want the single play, it's just $30. You can get that single play for Sunday 7-unit winner. That $30 becomes $24.50, I believe. That's if my math is right. So make sure you get in on that. Okay, let's get right to your NBA. We're going to do through these. Usually I have Indian Cowboy with me, but he's with some family tonight. So I'm going to still stay on this. We'll still do this every day, so make sure you follow up with us. And you hit that like and subscribe and tell us what you like for today's games. In fact, hey, why don't we do this? Let's have a little fun contest. So you pick the late game, the Hawks and the Suns. Good game. Pick who's going to win and the total number of points without going over. So all you got to do is pick the winner, total number of points together. If you guess it exactly right, we'll give you a week pass for myself. So make sure all sports, by the way. So make sure you get on that. Okay, here's what I like for the first game. The first game, Clippers and the Celtics. Celtics favored by 5 total, 221. I mean, I knew this Boston team would be about 500. They're 6-7 on the year, pretty much what I expected. I did not expect the Clippers to be 4-8. I thought the Clippers would probably be 1 or 2 games above 500. There would be a type of team that was going to be battling for the last playoff spot and then a dangerous team with the veteran leadership that they have. But it's just, once again, they're just banged up. Kawhi Leonard, have you heard this story? He's just not available more often than not. And it is a lot of points, though, here. This is not the Boston Celtics that we remember in the past. I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. Total 221, that is a very low scoring game in the NBA, a total in the NBA now. I think this is a lower scoring game. Take the under 221 in the early game here, Boston Garden. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on all the great content we have here at Doc Sports. Next game, Spurs coming off back-to-back losses at home to the Warriors. Now they face a Kings team that's really been struggling, just 2-8 in their last 10 games. And the rumors are they're trying to break this team up, sell off these veterans. Spurs, though, after that hot start, they kind of have forgotten what got them there. It's like when Fox wasn't there, they played through Wemby a lot more. Now it's like late in that game, they were up 10, and they forgot why they got that lead. It was about playing through Wemby in the fourth quarter, and the second half, they did not do that. I think they'll get back to that today. And facing a banged-up Kings team, I like the Spurs -7.5 in this one. Next game, the Brooklyn Nets at the Washington Wizards. Somebody's got to win. These two teams are 1-11 each. That is scary bad. Not only 1-5 or 1-11. How about 0-5 at home are the Wizards, 1-5 on the road are the Brooklyn Nets. Those are straight-up numbers. Wizards are favored by 2.5, total 234. I have to go with the Wizards, the home team. I will say this. McCollum, I think this dude still got it. And if I'm a team out there, I guess maybe people are waiting. He'll be maybe thinking he'll get bought out, and then they'll be able to get him for nothing, basically. But if I'm a team, I'd dangle a second-round draft pick, and I go get him. I think he's a veteran that could give you some good bench scoring. Really, there's a lot of teams that need that depth. I'll take the Wizards here, -2.5. Next game, Warriors at the Pelicans. Pelicans fired Green, the coach, like it's his fault that everybody on this team is injured. We've talked about IC and I have talked about how banged up this team is. But it's maybe getting a little out of control here that you think the Warriors, just because they played good the last 2 games on the road, that all of a sudden they're going to change it. They're 11-point favorites here with a total of 228. That 228 is pretty low. That means I think this New Orleans team's usually the day after you fire a coach, you play pretty well. Everybody's like, hey, we better start playing well. We'll be next getting shipped out of here. I think that's what happens here. Not a crazy play, but I like the Pelicans here +11. A Warriors team that's still just 3-6 straight up and against the spread on the road, even though they're coming off back-to-back wins at the Spurs. Next game, Orlando Magic at the Houston Rockets. And the Rockets are playing great basketball. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games, 7-3 against the spread. Facing an Orlando team that it was a little disappointing start to the year. I mean, they're 7-6. I really thought this was the team that could take advantage of all those injuries between Milwaukee and, of course, Boston and Cleveland. I thought, oh, this is a guy, these teams early, they're a young group. They'll take the next step forward. Really haven't done that. And I just can't get in the way of this Houston's team. You have to take Houston in this spot. They're playing too good a basketball right now. Kevin Durant's playing some of the more efficient basketball in the league. Let's take the Rockets -8. Hi, everybody. Don't forget about that free $60 for new customers. Yes, you can get our absolute top plays for free if you're new. All you got to do is type into your URL, docsports.com/ICCT, as you see it on the screen. You'll get a free $60 to try us out. You can use it on anything on the website, including our top plays for the weekend. Good luck. Next game, Blazers and the Mavs. Blazers favored by 3.5, total 232. And the Mavs, they fire Nico like it's Nico's fault that someone let him. Like, it's like if you let your toddler play with a loaded gun. Like, bad things can happen. You cannot ever give the general manager the power to trade one of the top 4 or 5 players in the league. So, I don't know what they were expecting. And you went out and got a guy in Anthony Davis that's always injured. I'm taking the Blazers here -3.5. I know they did not look good last time out. What was that, Friday at Houston? But we just talked about how good Houston's playing. I think it was more about Houston, less about Portland. Give me Portland -3.5 in this one. Next game, Bulls at the Jazz. And the Bulls are favored by 4.5, total 243. And when you think these two teams, you think offense. They both can really play fast, and they can both really score. And they're not very good on defense. I mean, last time out, Chicago gave up 124 to a Detroit team that was missing their best player. 121 the game for that, 128 the game for that, 126 the game for that. Jazz, hey, they're not any better. 122, 128, 113. Like, give me the over in this game. If you like points, you like offense, 243. I know it's a really big number. I'm taking the over, Jazz and the Bulls. Last game, Hawks and the Suns. It's too bad we don't have Indian Cowboy with us today because, his team is the Hawks, and this Hawks team's just playing great basketball. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. I believe they're on a 5-game winning streak. Isn't that right? 4-game winning streak, won 5 of the last 6. It's just a team that's playing great basketball, and I'm not saying it was when you lose Trae Young that it's his fault and they're playing better because of that, but I think they're sharing the ball a little more. They're not just standing around waiting for him to do something, and they're a lot better defensive team because we all know how big of a liability he was. And the Suns are way better than I thought. I mean, they're 7-3 in their last 10 games, 8-5 overall, and 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 games. I think you have to think at some point you have to say the Hawks – people are not going to take them lightly. I think this is the spot. I'm going to take the Suns as a small underdog at home. Maybe sprinkle on the money line even. I think the Suns can win this game. All right, that's what we have for today. Don't forget, if you want in my top play of the day, it's in football. You can get a 15% off. Use the promo code BIGWIN15. Get you the full week of football, not only this week, what's left of the NFL. You get all of football next week, all the way through Monday Night Football. Just $99. Use that 15% off, $85. Or the top play, 7-unit play. If you don't want the single play, $30 becomes $25.50 or $24.50, whatever it is. You get that. So make sure you get in on that here. Big win 15. All right, guys, have a great day. See you again tomorrow. Hit that thumbs up and put in the comments what you like as far as who's going to win that Atlanta-Phoenix game and the total number of points combined. If you get that, we'll give you a week all sports pass of mine. Good luck.